Blog Talk Radio.
You're listening to the Lena Jones Diamond Network Show. This is the place where you and your business are the stars. Now welcome your host, Lena Jones.
Hello, good evening. What's up, Diamonds? How's everybody doing this evening? This is the first start of a new week for a Monday. I was just running. A new week for a Monday. I hope you guys are ready to start your week. Everything has went fine and you had a splendid weekend. I know I did. Mine was it was pretty relaxing. Did a little work, a little bit, little work, a little play. Went shopping. Did a little bit of shopping, not much, but just a little bit, just enough to damage me, just a little bit. Welcome to the Talented 10 April Awareness Show. Last week we talked about, on Coffee Talk, we talked about anxiety, something that I personally deal with. So I shared some things with you guys about anxiety and what to look out for and to know if you have anxiety. This week, tonight, we're going to be talking about autism. Now, autism is all over the internet, pretty much. Some sites are saying April is Autism Month. Some sites are saying April is just Awareness Month. I'm kind of trying to touch bases on all of them. Next week, I'll be doing a special with my daughter who has discoid lupus, and I'll show you some pictures that, to me, are pretty disturbing. And when I saw my daughter when she came back from California, and that's what she looked like, I was pretty much in disbelief, put it that way. But we'll talk about that next week. This week we get to talk about autism. And I looked at autism from a point of view of someone like me who really doesn't know much about the illness and have called it other names and has been very much corrected on everything that I've said because, well, you know, when you just don't know, you just don't know. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Our music this evening is Joe Sims and TLK. And we have his songs. He's one of my newest independent artists. So we're going to be playing his songs, The Loving Kind. TLK stands for The Loving Kind. We're going to be playing his music here tonight. And just to give you just a definition of what autism is, okay? Autism is a mental condition present from our early childhood. It's characterized by difficulty in communicating and forming relationships with other people and using language and abstract concepts. There's no cure for it, but it can be helped. Now, autism is mistakenly for an intellectual disability, which at one point I was calling it mentally retarded. But you don't say that anymore. Bad. You're not supposed to say that. So we're going to be talking about some things from my perspective. Lena's perspective, and if you're like me, you want to know these things. It's like, what are some of the symptoms? What's the difference between autism and mentally challenged? Some people may say mentally retarded, but that's not the proper way to say it. Everything is so politically correct. You say the wrong thing, everyone's ready to harp on you about something. You know, it's not, so I didn't know. You know, people don't want to hear that. They think that you know that you're supposed to know it when it's things that they don't know themselves. What's the difference between that and Down syndrome and the history? Where did it come from? You know, like I'm like, okay, where did this autism thing come from? Because back in the day, it wasn't considered as autism. We called it growing up retarded. That's what we called it. Until now, it's been changed. The name has been changed up to something that sounds a little bit more pleasant, and a lot of people don't know much about it. Now, I have a niece that has autism, but she doesn't live with me. She lives back in Jersey, so I don't know I just know what I see when I see her with my sister, and she has I remember when she was a kid, she would scream a lot. I know you have to have some type of patience to have a child that is autistic because I tell you, my sister, she's exhausted a lot of the time. A lot of the time she's exhausted. And it's not like you can leave these kids with anybody because if people don't understand the kids, they will definitely, do something, hurt your child. Because folks don't care. You got people out there that don't care. So before I get started, I already did some starting. Before I get started, I just want to speak about congratulations to my independent artists in the UK and my followers or fan base in the UK. I just want to say congratulations to the Duchess of Cambridge and Prince William on their third child. And I saw them stepping out with the new baby. Well, Meghan is going to have to fill some heavy shoes, I got to say, because she's going to have to make some babies. Now, she may want to keep that little figure. I mean, Kate, she just have them, but she just pop back into place. Pop back into place. But Markle, she might, I don't know, but she's going to have some babies now. She's not European. She don't have that European thinness. She got some black in her. So she might get sick. Who knows? I'm not saying that she will. And I'm not saying anything bad against her. I'm just saying she's going to have to be prepared to keep up with Kate because we don't know how many more babies Kate going to have. The Duchess is probably going to have about 3 or 4 more kids, and it looked like she haven't had any, or as far as body-wise, I mean, Europeans do age more in the face, but because of their the pale complexion, but body-wise, they relatively stay, good. So just congratulations to them. I'll shut up before I say anything else. And I wanted to say something about the 29-year-old Travis Renke, the one that shot up the people in Tennessee. Now, I just heard on the news not too long ago about someone else that was driving down the street shooting people, and I looked for it on the internet, but I didn't see anything about it, not yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll come out. I was listening to the radio, and that news came up, and I'm like, just like you, what the heck is going on? I'm telling you, it's like an OK Corral. If the gun association people, whoever they are, I can't think of the name right off bat, if they don't see nothing is wrong with this, something is wrong with this. We're living in a society where people have guns and just feel like they can go out and kill people. I mean, if you don't say there's no weapons allowed in this store, because a person can have a weapon and go into a store and having a bad day, or their kids, or somebody not liking them, or anything. Okay, I don't like myself and nobody wants to be my friend, so I'm going to go out and kill some people. What sense does that make? It makes no sense at all. And having the right to bear arms and going into these stores with your bare arms, you don't know what type of mental state that person is in. So everyone in your restaurant is in harm's way because you got some idiot walking around with a gun just because they can and want to shoot up everyone. And then they want to say, oh, they had this and that in their history. But guess what? I saw a therapist too. I saw a therapist too for my anxiety. So does that give me the right to carry a gun around and go shoot up people because I'm having an anxiety attack? No, it doesn't. It's ridiculous what's happening in the world. You know what? It's not going to get any better because In my religion, my Bible says it's not. But we can try to curb some of this that's going on. I don't know what we could do about it. So people say, well, what can you do? What do you say? What do you say? It's not even about that. It's just about expressing the fact that this just does not make any sense, that we have given anyone and everyone guns because they have the right to bear arms. Having the right to bear arms don't mean that you should bear arms. That's all I'm going to say. It's just ridiculous. It really pisses me off. I tell you, the way things are going, the way people are just doing this and hiding behind the fact that something is wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with them. They just felt like they could do it and get away with it. And if we put them in a mental institution, they're getting away with it because in a couple of years, they'll be ready to get back out there and do it again. And then again, we don't know how much more damage that's going to cause. America, we have to wake up. Europe, we have to wake up. All over, we have to wake up. Something. We're not going to be able to stop it, but maybe we can curb it. Maybe we can something. I don't even know. I want to go to music. This is Joe Sims and TLK. This is their song, Things Get Better. I'll be back. That was Joe Sims and TLK, standing for The Loving Kind. And their song, Things Get Better. Check them out on social media. You can find them on Twitter. Check out their songs on Spotify and iTunes, Reverb Nation. My artists have music everywhere. If you know someone that has good music and wants some free promotions, just have them